Hey everybody, so today I'm here to share with you what is in my husband's stocking. I know this is super late. I honestly wasn't going to make this video. I didn't think that I had enough, and then I realized I did, but then it felt too oddly specific to Mark and like his personality, what he's interested in. But then I thought, I don't know, maybe someone can relate out there who has a husband that's very much like my own. So I'm going to share it anyways, even though it is a little late for you guys. But before I get started, his stocking is the same one we've had for years. This is just a green cable knit one I got from Target years and years ago. But I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'll link as much as I can down below. So first thing, if you've been around for a while and watched these videos for a while, you know that I typically get him a beanie, and I didn't get one for him last year. I meant to and then never did. And the year before that, I got him one that it's not great. The quality is not good. It's just getting gross and old and already getting ruined. So I wanted to get him something that was a little bit nicer. So I got him this Burton one, and it's literally just black. There's nothing special to it, but this is pretty thick. It feels like it's going to keep him warm, and it looks like really good quality. So hopefully this lasts longer than the other one. And the next thing, as soon as I saw it, I knew that I had to get it for him because this is just Mark in a nutshell. But it is Emergency Dad Jokes. I got this from Target. There's nothing really else to explain. He's just constantly making dad jokes. So I can just see him opening this up on Christmas and having the best time, annoying all of us. And then the next thing is something that I think he'll appreciate. It's Burt's Bees, but it's salted caramel chapstick. He is the type who, when he has chapstick, he likes it to be flavored. But with me, I only like the Burt's Bees, the mint kind, like the traditional Burt's Bees one, and he hates that one. So now we can both have Burt's Bees, but his is going to be salted caramel, and that's like one of his favorite, all-time favorite, like desserts or snacks or like whatever you want to call it, but he loves caramel anything. And the next thing I actually found off of TikTok, it was a guy who was just 3D printing these, and he kind of blew up and it went a little bit viral. So I think he's like making a little bit of a side business out of it, but it's called the Beard Bar. Hopefully that'll pick up on camera. There we go. So what it is it's just this little bar that has this foam piece underneath, and they can get this a little bit wet and then squeegee all their beard hairs off the sink. I should say he does a pretty good job. He like rinses out the sink, but there's always those ones on the side and like behind the faucet, and I'm like, how does that not drive you crazy? Because it's driving me crazy. But now he can have this to clean up after himself. So it's just small. It will get in those little nooks and crannies, and it rinses right off. I just really like the idea of this. This thing was one of the very first things that I bought him, but it's the Joker. We watched this. We both really enjoyed it. And yeah, there's nothing really else to say about that. It was like on mega sale. Like that movie came out not too long ago, and for some reason it was $9 at Target for that Blu-ray, so that was pretty crazy. And then the next thing was also something off of TikTok. I saw somebody playing with these things called Globbles, I think is how you would pronounce that. But basically you can throw these or play with them or anything, and they'll stick to stuff and then they'll fall back down. So I saw a lot of people like throwing them at their ceiling, and then it'll fall back down. And then when they aren't sticky anymore, all you do is rinse them and they come right back to life. And Mark will throw anything he can of the kids. He is always throwing their stuff and catching it. So I thought this would be a little bit of fun for him. And then lastly, something very super specific, but I got this keychain from the One with the Stuff Co. I believe it was off of Etsy. I will definitely link wherever the shop is down below. But it's this keychain of Dwight Schrute. It says CPR Certified. So my husband is CPR and also bloodborne pathogen certified. So that's relevant. But this is one of his favorite scenes of The Office. They kind of go hand in hand. So I thought, how cute, you know? And it's been a while since I've gotten him a keychain. That used to be something else I used to put in his stocking, but I haven't for the past couple years because the amount that he had on his keys was ridiculous. He's such a good sport. He'll always put whatever keychain I get him on his keys, but it's like kind of whittled down over the years, and I thought he was due for a new one, and he laughs hysterically every single time this one comes on, and the fact that it says CPR Certified, I know he's gonna love that. And then something a bit more practical is actually this pizza cutter. So if you didn't know, Mark and I met at a pizza shop almost going on 10 years ago now, and we have the same pizza cutter that we've had for literal years, probably ever since we moved out. It's from the Dollar Tree, and it does a fine enough job. It kind of cuts the pizza, but we've literally just never bought another one. I think because that one technically gets it done if you run over the pizza enough. So we could definitely use a new one, but at our pizza shop that we met at, he was a delivery driver, so he would cut a lot of the pizzas, and he was always like flipping this and trying to catch it and freaking me out. And we've also learned, just as a couple who lives together, we love KitchenAid utensils. That sounds really oddly specific, but I cannot tell you the amount of money we wasted on a can opener before we just bought the expensive KitchenAid one that's like $20 for just a regular can opener, but that thing works so much better than anything else. So I just went ahead and I treated him to the KitchenAid pizza cutter, which I know he'll really like, but I don't know, just something a little sentimental, a little practical, too much of a backstory to it. And the rest is all snacks. This was from Aldi. If you've never seen them, they have like the full size, I think it's like a 4-pack at Aldi. You can try them. They are so good, but these are just little mini guys, so I can put them in his stocking. It's a whole bag of them, and we really like these. These are really great, especially if you have someone in your life who doesn't like super sweet things. My husband does, just not with chocolate, so that's just enough, and it's just perfect. He really likes them. And then the next thing, uninteresting, is a Nerds rope, but it's literally like the one time a year I buy him that Nerds rope is at Christmas, so I just feel like I kind of have to at this point. And then last but certainly not least is this candy that I got from Crispy Crunch Snacks. I've seen this on TikTok and on Instagram, and this shop just kept coming up, so I bought from them. But I got these freeze-dried sour Skittles, and then I got 2 freeze-dried caramel apple pops. So I thought those were so cool. Obviously, they're all puffed up, and you can see with the Skittles too, they've kind of opened up themselves. But I thought this whole idea of freeze-drying different candies is really cool, and I thought he would think it's pretty unique too. So I just got him a couple of his favorite candies, but they're freeze-dried because I have heard that it changes the flavor. So just something different than like the usual candy and trying to shop small. Like I said, it's very oddly specific to Mark, and I don't know, hopefully this was a little different. Hopefully it just introduces you to some new small shops or anything like that. And I know this is late, but hopefully it was still helpful. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. Let me know down in the comments too, what's one thing you put in your partner's stocking if you fill stockings, or a gift, whatever. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.